ever wanted to be a superhero?
I have, and I thought about all the people that I would get at night. I have a list. I have a list that I prioritize.
No, look, I said superhero,
dang!
Not super killer. Okay.
You just had to not. You could have
be a
given
villain,
me.
just killing people. I said hero.
I'm going to be a hero, but I'm going to be kind of like Dexter. I'm going to be a vigilante trash woman.
Stop it. Okay, look.
You just killed all my.
Madam Web.
Yeah, I was having fun, y'all. You see how she just shot me down like an airplane?
Because
gosh,
it'll get gruesome over here.
That is true.
It's rated PG-13 and it's an hour and 56 minutes long.
Okay.
We know you heard of Madam Web. Come on.
It makes me think
of. They slowed down the trailers. It seems like.
Is that female? Spiderweb is all I thought. Spider-Man. That's all I thought when I seen Madam Web. Female Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it stars Dakota Johnson as Cassandra Webb.
We know her from 50 Shades of Grey, amongst other things, but that's the one that we really would know her from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney as Julia Cornwall. Mm-hmm. You know her from Euphoria and Anyone But You.
We just watched Anyone But You and reviewed that one. Yep.
Okay. Isabella Merced as Anya Corazon. She was in Transformers the last night, and she played Dora the Explorer in the Lost City of Gold. Celeste O'Connor plays Maddie Franklin.
Okay.
They were in Ghostbusters Afterlife and Freaky.
I
just watched
Freaky
again last night.
I watched that. It's so funny.
Yeah, it was on TV. I was like, let me just stop and watch this again.
It's funny. I like watching that.
Mm-hmm. Tahar Rahim as Ezekiel Sims, and Adam Scott as Ben Parker.
So what's going on in Madam Web?
All right, this is directly from Sony Pictures.
Sony Pictures, okay. The switch.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
In a switch from the typical genre, Madam Web tells the standalone origin story of one of Marvel Publishing's most enigmatic heroines.
You know, I have trouble with that word too, so let's just pretend like we said it
heroes,
right.
Okay?
There we go.
The suspense-driven thriller stars Dakota Johnson as Cassandra Webb, a paramedic in Manhattan who develops the power to see the future and realizes she can use that insight to change it. Forced to confront revelations about her past, she forges a relationship with three young women bound for powerful destinies if they can all survive a deadly present.
Well, of course they can. They're strong women. So what do you think?
Okay,
You got some stuff to say. Okay, go ahead.
I thought the movie was, overall, I'm going to give it a good. Okay?
Bland. Go ahead. You said good, I said bland. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm giving it like just a basic, it was basically good. Okay. But it was a little bit too much going on. Maybe I shouldn't even say good. I'm too nice. My son says that. There's a little too much going on with some of the transitions, and them trying to. I understand that she could see the future, but some of those scenes where they're trying to show us.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, how she's seeing the future and how she's flashing and she's flashing and she's flashing. So if you have epilepsy or you have problems with that, this might be one that you.
They should have that a sign up there if that's okay. Good.
Because it's just they went a little too much with it, and I felt like they went so much with it that they could cover up some things in the script. Because how do we know? Because it's like 1 minute, she's seeing the future and she figures out it's the future and she's going with it. The next minute is not necessarily the future, it's
now.
What's going on now.
It's present.
Like we have to try to figure out like what the heck is
It took me a minute.
It's
the way that they did it in some of those scenes was the issue with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Are they playing jokes on her?
Yeah.
Because they're like, what? She'll say something, and because she had this flashback, and she'll say something like, "What are you doing? You just asked me that question." They're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And I was sitting here like, "What is she talking about?"
Yeah.
So it took me a minute. It's the way that they did it.
I got
it's the way that they did it.
A lot. And don't go to the bathroom because you may get confused when you come back.
I got that. I got that a lot from it as well.
And then the trailer. Okay, so the trailers show the young ladies in their costumes and stuff and doing all kinds of Spider-Girl stuff and it's cool and stuff. Slight spoiler, I guess. Slight, but I just have to warn you.
Okay.
They only show them in their costumes for about a total of 56 seconds in the whole movie. because they flash here and they flash there and they flash here. But
so the superheroes are in a, I don't want to say like a different time zone type of thing, but if you're going to give some women some costumes, and this is about women, you know, doing some stuff, leave their hero in costumes on.
The thing is, this is an origin story, as Sony Pictures mentioned in here.
Oh, it's supposed to be origin.
So yeah.
Okay.
So we don't get to the part. Small spoiler here. So if you want to turn this off, turn off now. I'm just going to be
about 30
quick
seconds.
About 30 seconds. We don't get to the part where we see the young ladies actually gain their full potential and get powers. And
I didn't know where it came from. That's
put the suits on.
Yeah.
Because this guy, and this is from the trailers, so no more spoilers. This is from the trailers. This guy is seeing them. That's how we get to see them in their costume. And he's like, they're going to kill me, so I have to kill them first. That's what the whole movie's about. So that's why you get to see them, because he's seeing them in the future. But we never get to see their future.
Kind of like Terminator, where you go and try to go back and kill the kid now or the person now, so that in the future they can't kill you or you foil your plans. It is. And that's the thing I didn't get, like, where they're superhero, from where did this come from? Where
Cassandra has those powers, like we just told you, like she can see the future and blah blah blah. But the young ladies don't have any powers yet. They're just regular girls, young women.
And that's why a lot of it was bland to me, because I'm just like,
that's why a lot of people, I think, were disappointed and it didn't do as well in the box office, because we kind of want stuff now, or you're showing this in the trailers. We want to see more of that. If it's not going to be that, don't keep focusing on that in the trailers.
And it was almost 2 hours, so I don't understand why they couldn't have done that.
Thank you. We could have flashed forward like I don't know how many years, because I didn't read the comics. So if somebody read the comics, you'll know how many years probably.
And this is a comic book.
Yes, it's Marvel. It's based off a comic book. So they could have flashed forward to when the young ladies actually got powers. We don't know.
We don't know where they came from.
Powers, if they really are going to get powers, and how they get these said powers. And now, since the movie didn't do so good, who knows if they're going to make a part 2, a follow-up. I hope they do, because I'd like to see these young ladies in action. And
there's some you got in here about that, about the box office you wanted to tell us about.
It grossed $15.4 million domestically in its opening weekend, the 6th lowest of any Marvel movie after Punisher, Warzone in 2008, Howard the Duck in 1986, The New Mutants, that really did suck. That came out in 2020. That only made $7 million.
That
Elektra,
is it.
2005, that made $12.8
I liked Elektra.
I liked Elektra too.
I really did.
The Punisher in 2004. I liked The Punisher too.
Me too.
That made $14 million.
All of these are comics.
Yeah.
See, this is why when we're talking about comics, I will refer to Jules all the time and ask her questions, because she is so much well versed in the comics than I am. So
yeah,
I had no idea Punisher, Howard the Duck.
Yeah,
that makes me want to go back and watch that now. All of a sudden, Howard the Duck.
I was reading things and people are saying people are just kind of getting tired of superhero movies right now. It's becoming a little too much. So maybe they need to take a break.
I could feel that.
Yeah. According to Dakota Johnson in an interview with The Wrap, the screenplay underwent extensive rewrites, saying there were drastic changes and I can't even tell you what they were. The original screenplay, which was described as darker and very Terminator inspired, would have seen Madam Web and the Spider Women trying to protect a pregnant Mary Parker from Ezekiel Sims, who wants to kill her to prevent the birth of Peter Parker.
You say? We could have got that down.
Yep. Dakota Johnson left her agency, WME, in favor of CAA less than a week after the first trailer for this movie dropped. According to Variety, this raised industry eyebrows and generated unfounded rumors that Johnson didn't like the movie. However, The Hollywood Reporter found that since CAA was also willing to represent her production company, Tea Time Pictures, along with her indie film, Daddy-O, which will be released by Sony Pictures Classics, it is likely the seemingly suspicious timing for the move was nothing more than a film business shuffling. I know, I heard some people talk about that too. Like, she didn't even like it. She went on vacation and they're like, look, she doesn't even like it.
That's a bad thing to say.
She's on vacation. She just finished working.
I know, and then for you to say, like, honestly, we know people do this years later sometime. But to be in a movie and be like, and tell people, I didn't even like it. That's your work, though. Even though it may not be the best film you did, that's
she never said she didn't like it. People
assume that because she didn't come out and say anything about it.
Representation and stuff too.
So they made it some kind of big old nothing that actually happened. Yeah. Trying to draw up some drama.
Dakota Johnson did much of the stunt driving in this film herself, including that of the taxi and the ambulance. She expressed she wanted to perform the stunt where the vehicle drives into the diner, but the stunt team wouldn't let her.
Wow, she wanted to go all in, didn't she?
Yeah. This is weird too, because this is the first Marvel movie I've maybe ever seen or seen in a long time that doesn't have any extra scenes. So once it's over, you can get up and go.
Didn't really need them. I mean,
you would think that maybe they would foreshadow the girls again. You know what I mean?
But
they could have took that moment to show them getting their powers or talking about it, or
something to tell us where they came from, their powers came from.
Sometimes when it comes to females, it seems almost like they halfway do stuff. I'm put it the clean
half-ass it. I'll say it. You can say half-ass it.
And also, it seems like critics are harsher when it's all women. Just like that female Ghostbusters. I remember watching that, and
it was funny to me. I was dying laughing,
coming out of my eyes, and they're like, "It sucked. It never bring them back again." Like, what?
And all of them were freaking funny. And what's funny is in the movie, in that blockbuster movie, because Leslie is just. All of them are freaking hilarious in there. Yeah. But it's funny because you remember when she thought she was going to go surf dive in the crowd, and they let her fall, and she was like, "Okay, I don't know if that's because I was a woman or it's because I'm black, but I'm mad as hell right now." And I'm like, and that kind of like the movie, what you're saying, is it because they're women?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys really trashed it, and the movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I like that movie, and when it comes on, I watch it again because it's so funny. And whatchamacallit is such a doofus airhead and so fine.
Yeah.
With the
Hemsworth.
Yeah, one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, and he's just such a dummy, but he's just so fine. So it's hilarious. But I feel exactly what you said when you said that. Yeah, so I got it.
So for that, I'm suggesting matinee prices.
I do too.
And also for the fact that the acting is good, but the script was a little weak, and those transitions are just kind of crazy. So I'm suggesting if you see it in matinee.
Yeah.
This is a superhero movie, so it would be good to see on the big screen. Otherwise, wait till it streams and watch it at home. But I didn't think it was horrifically bad, so I would give it a solid 3 clappers.
I'm giving it a soft 3.
Okay.
It was very bland to me. And a lot of stuff that you said, I agree with you there, and it just didn't excite me.
Yeah.
Like at one point, I kind of almost dozed off a little bit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't do this. I don't doze off in movies. Not at the theater, I don't. At home, yes, but it was just very bland to me. So I would say wait to stream. For me personally, Redbox. Even if you go to Redbox, you pay $5.99. You wouldn't be mad that you pay $5.99.
Well, like I said, the only reason I said theaters because it is a superhero type movie and there's lots of things going on. So bigger screen sometimes it's easier to see some stuff.
Right.
Plus, it's a lot of stuff at night. And I have a really nice TV, but still, it's like sometimes at the night scenes, I'm still like, what?
You can hardly see anything. You just hear stuff moving around and don't know what it is.
I mean, I can see it, but it's not as.
That's not as clear. I hate that when I see movies and I know something good is going on, but it's so dark. Yeah. I'm like, let me by the time I grab my remote and see if I can, adjust it, it's too late. And I'm like, forget it.
Yeah.
I'll just assume I know what just happened in the dark there. So whatever. But there you have our review of the movie Madam Web. Don't forget that Jules and I, we are on Facebook, YouTube,
yes,
Instagram, and we are on Cash App. GottaBeReel. You'll see it right here. Yep. Any donations are accepted and appreciated. We go to the movies, we buy equipment, we buy our paper, all our printers, and all that good stuff we do. So
help
anything, or if you have a legitimate business and you would like us to wear your t-shirts or some bracelets or something, let us know. Hit us up in the inbox. We'll get back to you within 48 hours. We won't ignore your messages or anything like that, all right? Request some movies. Tell us what you want to see. Doesn't matter what genre it is, all right? Thank you very much for watching.
Speaking of t-shirts.
That's right. One more.
So I know we've talked about my son's podcast, the Queued Up Podcast
with DJ Aaron Michael.
And if you were watching it, you would see in the first several episodes, his friend Gio, aka Just Created It, was on there. Well, the Sons commissioned him to make a shirt for Black History Month. And this is what he just created right here for the Suns.
Nice.
You can only buy it in the Suns team shop. You can't buy it online. I'm sorry.
Darn it.
Yeah, you got to go downtown and pick it up. He used this. This lettering is based off of Martin, the TV show. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go on Instagram and look up @JustCreatedIt, and he'll be talking about this shirt. He also created one for the Lakers.
Good going, man.
Yeah, and he's done murals down in downtown Phoenix and California. He's done murals in a lot of places. So
he's an artist. Definitely an artist.
He's a serious artist.
All right.
Yes.
That sounds so cool.
So congrats to Giovanni, aka Just Created It.
You got a special shirt.
It's a very nice shirt. It's very good material too. It's just not cheap material.
It's a nice shirt. It's a very nice shirt. Well, thank you very much. Go ahead and check out the website if you want to get one of those exclusive t-shirts. Oh, they're not on the website. You can't buy it on the website. You
have to go to the team shop. So
in California?
No, here.
We can go here?
The Phoenix Suns.
Here. Phoenix Suns. I thought you said something about California earlier.
Because he made one for the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
So if
that's
you're in
why.
California, you go to a Lakers game or you just go to their arena, you can
go to their
buy his design
store.
In the
store. Right downtown is where ours is at. So
yes. In the Footprint Center.
Footprint Center.
So you'd have to go down there and you can purchase this. You don't have to have tickets to a game, I don't believe. I think
very exclusive.
Just go into the store.
Well, sweet. Check it out. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.